I kinda have a splitting headache because a 1,000-degree knife just went through my head. Are you ready for the tutorial? Are you ready? 'Cause I'm ready. Let's go. Hi everyone, welcome to today's tutorial, and it's a really hot day, so you're lucky I'm even doing this. But usually I say that I'm primed, I'm ready to go, but I am more than primed and ready to go. I have my normal day-to-day makeup on, like your normal regular girly makeup on. I have that on right now. You can just have your regular face or makeup or whatever you are, guy or girl, whatever you do, it's fine. But I like for this one to have makeup because I'm putting makeup on top of the makeup. In a minute, you'll just see what I mean. Okay, for this tutorial, I am doing the 1,000-degree knife going through my face. So I'm not going to put a fake knife in my head or in my face or anything like that. I'm just going to make it look like scorch marks have just gone through my face. Basically probably ending right about there, then near the bridge of my nose. So I'm not going to make it go all the way down. You can make it go all the way down if you like, but I'm just going to make it look like I come down about here and, like, you know, my brain's cooled down the knife and it's stopped. That's the sort of effect I'm going for. So what I'm going to start to do is that, so I can tell myself where I want this blood gash to come down to, is I'm going to use my crayon eyeliner, which I like to use for drawing on my face, and I'm just going to draw a line down the middle of my face as to where this blood line is going, and it's going to go about there. I'm not going to go to the end of my nose, I'm just going to go to about there, so it looks like that I've been sliced out my face. Now I'll put this back. Okay. So the next part is to actually put some tissue on my face. Yes, I'm putting tissue on my face, I know, right? So I'm going to get I got some liquid latex here. I don't have any like spirit gum or glue or anything like that, so I use latex as my glue to stick things on my face when I'm doing horror sort of things, because this is the first time I think I'm showing you guys a horror tutorial. So yeah, I usually do horror stuff when I'm not on camera, but the first time I'm doing horror stuff with you, so this is gonna be fun. So yeah, we're gonna get tissue and we're going to stick the edges of the tissue up against where that line is and do it on both sides and try and stick little bits of glue and stick them down, and then later we're going to go on with some foundation and we're going to foundation and make it look like part of our skin. So we're going to blend that in. So, and then we're going to like put scorch marks around that skin anyway, and yeah, so here we go. I'm gonna do the same to the other side and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, so I've done both sides. I've also made this like look skin and all crunchy and things like that, so that when I go to put the makeup and stuff on top of it, it'll look really good. The paper is actually starting to crinkle because it's such a hot day, but usually I like to thin it out and make it look more like skin, but at the moment this is the best I've got to do. Okay, I'll come back when it's nice and dry. So the next part of this tutorial is for me to actually put the skin tone on the outside. So I'm just using regular foundation that I have that matches your skin tone. Blend in. I'm also going to use bronzer and things like that to make it look like part of the rest of my skin, because at the moment it's looking a bit off, and I'll come back and I'll show you. Okay, so I've put in the extra parts of my makeup. Look, I've added the eyebrows back in, so it looks like part of my eyebrows have actually gone in with that, but also my bronzer, my blush, all that, so and my eye makeup as well. I've blended that back in to make it sure that this looks like it's part of my face. Okay, so now that the foundation and everything looks like it's almost there. Okay, so this is looking crackled for a reason, because if a 1000-degree knife is going through your face, you are burning your skin. You are crackling your skin like it was pork on Christmas Day. Like crackling skin. So that's why that skin's all crackled and gross. But to make it actually look more gross and terrifying, we have to add our friend fake blood. So I suggest you go get some fake blood. I love fake blood because with fake blood, the coolest thing it does, just like blood, is it gets all like coagulaty and gets all like mucusy and gross, just like blood. I know that sounds really gross to say those horrible words, but man, this stuff is like awesome to me because like it acts exactly like real blood does. So I'm just gonna add it into my lid here. This is my favorite part of the makeup, is putting on blood, because you have to make it look as real as possible. So this is pretty nifty. Okay, so I'm gonna put some on. Alright, I'm gonna put it in the middle to try and make the middle look like that's where the knife went down. I'm just putting the red line at the moment just with the paint, the blood paint. I'm just putting it down the middle at the moment so I can figure out what to do. Look like a knife just slid down my face. So this is when we get some more fake blood, once we've lined it out, and we start making it look chunky on your face. So you need to look very coagulated and gross. So this is where we try and goop it up, because it gets goopy, and we goop that stuff up. We goop it up because it's got like, all it is red dye and some gelatin in a tube, basically. And you're just gooping that stuff up, the blood. And you're just gooping that up, making it look like someone went down the middle of your head, middle of your melon, and got you some that. So you need to have the blood come out. And it has to be like a line where someone's come down your face. On my nose it's become a little bit crooked, but that's okay. So you can see where it's getting all goopy. I have to go over the blood one more time because I think I need to make it more goopster. I'd actually go with I've got my spray blood here, but I'm scared that if I use my spray blood that it'll spray out and it won't look like I want it. So just gooping the blood on, just gooping it on ever so slightly, I think is the way to go. Just making it thicker and thicker, making it terribly yucky and gory, and as it gets on, like, it gets darker, and the blacker and darker you can get the blood looking, the more, I don't know, the grosser it looks. Okay. Just dotting it on because you want to look like I just rolled this on. You want to look like it really did happen, like it really did. And when this dries a little, I think I might have to put some black in just to get what I want. Okay, I'm back in a second. Okay, so I added little dots of, just not a lot, not like you're spatulaing it on, but I add little dots of black into, like black face paint into the blood, and then gone over it with some blood, and yeah, this is how I've made it look. I need to just splotch in some of them dots, but yeah, I put some blood, the black dots in some of the blood because I like to have that effect. And I possibly might have to dribble some blood off here because it's going to be running, because I don't know if it'll be running actually, because as soon as the knife goes through your head, it's also because of how hot it is, it would be cauterizing your face, so it wouldn't be bleeding oh so much, it'd just be oozing from where your knife just went through your face. So you got to think about that in those respects. So I'm not going to do any dripping much, just trying to do more of the oozing, gross, yucky effect. You can add, you could make it look like an old wound by adding some yellow paint possibly and some white paint, and then add some blood around that and kind of make it look pussy, or make it look like, you know, like you're kind of zombie-fied. 1000-degree knife, maybe with the knife still sticking out of your head, that can be a possibility. But yeah, I just sort of did that. I'm still dabbing my head full of blood. Okay, so while that is drying and while I'm trying to still make my head look as bloody and gruesome as possible, because it's my favorite thing to do, don't ask. Okay, so I'm making me look super gruesome, and I'm going to make the top more look like that's where the open wound is, right there, because that's where it first went into my head. Okay, so I've done that, and the next part we'll need to do are the scorch marks, because I'm noticing in this trend of 1000-degree knife that there are scorch marks around everything that it touches. So in order to do that, I'm going to add the scorch marks by adding powder. I'm going to add this black here. I'm going to add this, oh, did I use, oh, I might even use grey even. Oh, no, black. I'm going to use black. I've decided to use black, and I'm going to put that on around the wound to make it look like I've been scorched. So here I go. Okay, so now it looks like I have scorch marks in my head, and that my skin has decided to bubble along with the heat. And yeah, and so I think I'm pretty happy with how this looks at the moment. So yeah, this is what a 1000-degree knife would look like after it's done with your head, because you have cauterized it, pretty much cauterized everything because it's so hot, and it's scorch marks all the way down your face, but with blood seeping out of your head, out of your skull. So I'm pretty happy with this look. Here is my 1000-degree knife right now. See, so it makes it look like I've got a 1000-degree knife just going through my face. So yeah, if you want to keep up with the trend with the 1000-degree cutting through, you can impress your friends or your mates or whoever you're going to impress and just go, yeah, I had a 1000-degree knife go through my head, you know. So this might be the new Halloween trend this year, I'm not sure, but yeah, so I hope you liked this tutorial. This is quick and easy and fun to do, especially the blood parts. The blood parts are very squishy and very cool, and hope you enjoyed. Alright, thanks. Bye everyone!